Chronicles, where we revisit some of the most memorable experiences of students from St. Matthew Batch 2025 and 2026. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And I am your host, Althea Denise E. Paramini. Joining us today are students from St. Matthew Batch 2025 and 2026. Thank you for being here. Now let's begin with our first topic. Many students consider cheer dance one of the most exciting school activities. Can you tell us about your experience during those cheer dance practices?
For me, cheer dance was both fun and challenging. Our performance turned out successful, but during those practices, we experienced a lot of misunderstanding, miscommunications. Sometimes we had different ideas about the routine, which caused the confusion.
I agree. There were times when it was difficult to coordinate with everyone because we all had different opinions. However, those challenges taught us the importance of communicating properly and listening to each other's suggestions.
Even though we felt overwhelmed and exhausted because of the long practices, we continued to support one another, and in the end, our teamwork helped us perform well and made the experience more memorable.
I could really see your dedications and struggles during those practices. What were the challenges and memorable moments you experienced?
One of the biggest challenges we faced was miscommunication during our practices. Sometimes, not everyone understood the instruction the same way, which made it difficult to stay coordinated.
Even though we had those challenges, one of the most memorable part of the experience was that our bond became stronger. Since we spent a lot of time practicing together, we got to know each other better and became closer as classmates.
I agree, we spent more time than usual, and despite feeling tired and overwhelmed, looking back, we still found ways to have fun. Those moments made the experience more meaningful and unforgettable.
Thank you for sharing. Now, let's move on to our next experience. Aside from cheer dance, another challenge St. Matthew has faced was the Nutrition Month costume preparation. Now, can you tell us how that went?
During those costume preparation, we keep delaying the work of our representative costume. Because of that, we started to worry as the event got closer.
The situation became stressful and overwhelming. Since we had limited time left, we realized that if we continued procrastinating, we might not finish the costume on time.
Thankfully, everyone worked together and helped one another. We shared ideas, contributed materials, and finished the costume as a team. Through that experience, we learned the importance and cooperation, responsibility, and helping each other achieve a common goal.
How did you all feel during the first day of practice? Were you guys excited, nervous, or drained?
As a class, we felt a mix of excitement and nervousness during the first day of our practices. Many of us were excited because it was our first time participating in cheer dance that required a more intense and demanding performance compared to what we were used to.
At the same time, some of us felt nervous because dancing was not everyone's strength. Learning new steps, formations, and routines was challenging, especially for those who were not very comfortable or confident in dancing.
Most of us felt also drained because before attending practices, we still had assignments, projects, and other stuff we had to do that regards school works. And despite feeling tired and overwhelmed, we continued to support one another and remain committed to giving our best to the class.
Wow, that sounded really challenging, especially when everyone has different understanding of routine. Thank you for sharing that.
Hello everyone. Today I'm just gonna give you a little bit of advice. I just want to say that this journey is going to be fun and memorable. There will be times when you experience hardship, feel stressed, or even want to give up. But that's just part of the journey. Every challenge you face will help you grow and become a stronger version of yourself. My advice is to enjoy every moment. Don't focus too much on the pressure because grade 10 goes by so fast. Spend time with your friends, make good memories, and don't be afraid to try new things. At the same time, stay responsible with your schoolworks and always do your best. Lastly, always trust God and believe in yourself, even if things don't always go in your way as the way you plan. Keep moving forward and never stop trying. Before you know it, you'll be the ones giving advice to the next batch of the grade 10 students. Good luck and enjoy every moment of your journey. Bye bye.
To all future grade 10 students and current grade 10 students, make the most of this year because it will be one of the most unforgettable chapters of your high school life. Study hard and give your best, but don't let grades be the only thing you remember. Treasure the friendships you build because the people beside you today may become the ones who support you through your toughest days and celebrate your greatest victories. There will be challenges, disappointments, and mistakes along the way, but don't be discouraged. Every setback will teach you resilience. Every success will remind you that your hard work is worth it. And every experience will help you grow. Be kind, stay humble, and never be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Most importantly, enjoy every moment because before you know it, you'll be looking back with gratitude for the lessons you learned, the memories you made, and the people who made your grade 10 journey truly special.
If I were to give one piece of advice to those grade 10 students now, it would be never underestimate the power of communication. Because for me, when I was in grade 10, communication really helped me survive those school years and build relationship, especially during those cheer dance practices everyone, wherein miscommunication happened a lot, where everyone didn't understand what to do or when we're going to practice, and that some of them were absent, some of them were confused about the dance practices, but none of them some of them, especially also me, were too scared to ask or communicate. And so it was really hard because with miscommunication it will really make things more difficult, and that some of us became confused and we had to spend extra time catching up and fixing those misunderstandings, because during those practices it wasn't always easy. Actually, it wasn't easy at all, and there were moments when we felt frustrated and super tired and drained out and all of that. But however, instead of letting those challenges stop us, we learned to communicate better. We started asking more questions whenever something wasn't always as clear, because with the power of communication, it really made the practices much more easier and faster to be finished already. And I when I was confused, I started asking questions to my fellow classmates or my teachers, or the coach who trained us. And even when I was confused, they also really helped me understand those steppings or something. And before we moved on to the next step, everyone made sure that we understood it well, like the steps, we understood it before moving to the next position, next dance step, so that no one was left behind, and that miscommunication did not occur again, it will not occur again. And that experience taught us that teamwork is impossible without good communication. So with communication comes great outcomes. Another memorable experience was during our nutrition month, where we had to prepare a costume for event, and looking back at it now, I think many of us believed that we still had a lot of time, and so we kept on postponing and delaying the preparation. But then we realized we only had a little time left, and the deadline was only a few days away, and we found ourselves rushing and doing everything as fast as we could. So it was really stressful and tiring and obviously overwhelming, because we also had other things to do while also doing this nutrition month event thing. And yeah, despite all the pressure, everyone stepped up to help. Some of my classmates bought the materials, while some were also contributing um in their own ways with the costume. And although we managed to finish everything on time, we also realized that proper planning could have really saved us more time, and we could have made things better and saved ourselves from all the stress. So to those grade 10 students now, and to those future grade 10 students, don't be afraid to participate in every activity your class has or will be joining, because there will obviously be challenges, misunderstandings, and moments when you'll feel overwhelmed, stressed out, and and full of miscommunication. But don't you worry, because those experiences will also become some of your most unforgettable memories. Communicate with your classmates, respect each other's ideas and opinions, and manage your time wisely, especially that, because you only get to be a grade 10 student once, and that you should always support one another along the way to accomplish something good in the end, regardless if you will win or not. Because at the end of the day, it isn't just about winning competitions or completing the projects, but it's also about learning and growing together as a class, and learning those valuable lessons in life, while also creating memories that you will carry along the way as you move on towards another chapter of your life. It will really serve as a great lesson. And that's all. I just want to say that you should cherish every moment, because before you even know it, you'll be the ones looking back and sharing your own very story. That's my advice. Thank you so much for listening.
And that concludes today's episode of
Survive School Student Chronicles.